you listen to him talking about like the music industry, about contracts?
I heard it go over it, but I didn't really understand it because I'm not too familiar with like the whole music world. That's what I call it for.
But do you understand like the contracts and like the battles they have with that?
Yeah, I think. Are you talking about when he was saying?
Remember when he was on Twitter and he was like leaking everyone's contracts and saying, "Yo, we should get our masters back and this back and this back."
Yeah, I mean, I was listening to Gilly the Kid's podcast, and they was explaining that everybody's situation is different.
Everyone's is different.
Right.
But do you understand the basis of contracts, though? Music contracts.
Nah, I'm not too familiar with it.
I
think most people people that's rapping don't even know like what's going on.
Yeah, okay.
They see a big number, they're like,
I can give you.
He's gonna sign. I want to make it.
Yeah. No. I feel this is where what usually happens. So I'm a young kid. I'm rapping. Someone finds my music on SoundCloud. Yo, find this kid for me. Mm-hmm. I'm living with my grandma or your mom or whoever. I'm broke. Yeah. And if they offer you, let's just say, yo, I'm gonna give you 30 bands. We're going to give you 30 bands cash right now. We're going to give you this contract. You're going to make music. We're going to pay for the studio time. All you got to do is make music.
Just make 2 albums.
If I'm broke, having $0 in my pocket, I will say, yo, I'll take the 30,000 because I don't know better.
And you'll get your money elsewhere. Merchandise.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to tour.
Shows.
This and
all
all
this.
this.
Who gets the most? Travis Scott.
What, for what? Merchandise?
Anything Travis Scott
He gets a lot, but
it's sold out next day.
Sold
next
out.
Day, yeah.
Because that's the hype beast. But the same thing with him. With his music contract is he doesn't own 100% of his thing, which is not. I'm not saying you got to own 100% and you got to be all this. But he makes so much money, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
that's what the point. Because don't get me wrong, he owns a percentage of all his shit. But the label owns this percentage. The manager gets a cut.
Normal contract.
Normal contracts.
Yeah.
Well, everyone keeps saying, "Oh, I own 100%." No one owns 100% of anything. Even like, say you lease a car.
Does it Russ?
Russ. Even that with him, he owns.
He even famous?
He's famous with the white boy.
No, he's the only one I know that like he got like a lot of shit for it.
No.
He liked to brag about it.
So he's like kind of like what's his name?
Logic.
Not Logic. What's the guy's name?
I like Logic. He's fire.
What's the guy's name? Acid Rap. Chance the Rapper.
Oh, yeah.
Like Chance the Rapper. He doesn't have a label or anything, but he does have a management deal. He's managed. Those managers are eating. They get a percentage off of his records. Mm-hmm. Technically, you don't own 100% of your stuff if someone has 20%. You own a majority. You can own a majority and still make a lot of money. Let's not get that twisted. Yeah. But when you have a producer, the producer gets 50%, depending on what producer it is.
Right. But basically, Kanye was putting out, don't sign that contract if you don't have the majority of that. That master.
But the thing is, with Kanye, his first couple albums, like The Graduation and
he didn't have it.
He for sure he owns none of that. Like he doesn't own he doesn't own a percentage.
And that was probably his best work.
Those 3-4 albums, he probably doesn't own a percentage. But when his next contract get around, he probably owns more of a percentage. But in my opinion, I don't feel like he did that. He just wanted the money, and he said, "Yo, whatever, just give me the cash for it." Because he didn't understand at the time, I can make this much money. I can leave royalties, because you know what royalties are, right? Mm-hmm. Every time they play your song on the radio, you get, I don't know how much it is, but let's just say you get 0.01 penny, right? So after all, you have all these radio stations playing your music for a whole year. At the end of the day, that's probably a $375,000 check. Let's just say that's one song. You know, that keeps like Michael Jackson.
Well, yeah, because I mean, just in general, a lot of that's why I don't
especially if you have one. Even if you're a one-hit wonder,
yeah,
like you would hear a one-hit wonder song all year round for decades. Like people from the '80s, like the Beatles, you'll still hear their music today.
Yeah, like that Will Smith "Summertime." Every summertime you're gonna hear it. Every time,
Mariah Carey
Christmas time. Every time,
every Christmas she banks in.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
She walks in.
That's one of those things of her owning some of her music is. Every time that comes around, she's eating, but also whoever else owns that percentage is eating. The producer is eating. Like all these people are eating, but she's eating as well. And also, they don't really take percentages from your tours.
Like when you sell tickets.
So everyone has different. Everyone has different contracts. Mm-hmm. So a 360, when you hear 360 deal, that's tour revenue, that's music. That's clothing. What is that called? Clothing.
Apparel?
Stuff. That's apparel. And like, say you get like a deal with Gap. That's a percentage of that as well. So that's a 360. But if you just have a music deal, they'll just take some from like your music. Mm-hmm. And you can negotiate in your contract. But when you negotiate in your contract, you have to be at a certain level. Like Travis Scott, when he renews his contract, and whatever he fulfilled, whatever contract, he can get whatever deal he wants.
Yeah,
right. He could talk big
He
business.
can, no, only music. You only get a percentage of music. I want to own all my masters. Yada this, yada 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 that. He's Travis Scott. You're gonna
Yeah.
Lil Wayne owns all his stuff, right? Or I think it was you telling me he doesn't own anything, right?
Yeah. Everything from Young Money, YMCB up to I think Carter 5, whichever one came off of the album he put out 2 years ago, that's the one he owns from on now. Besides that, the record label
Cash Money
owns that.
Yeah, that was the whole argument with him and Birdman. He's supposed to be his daddy, Birdman daddy. Yeah, he's supposed to do all that. Yeah, hey, sure enough, Lil Wayne's like, hey, I'm missing a couple dollars,
Couple zeros at the end of this check.
like what's going on? After money started slowing down, the shows started slowing down. I mean, Lil Wayne's one of the greatest rappers alive, but
He's still. But think about that. With all his money, being some way, he still made $30 million.
Right.
That's insane.
Right. Just imagine if
that's just all music. That's not like he didn't do any that's excluding commercials, the Super Bowl commercials, the Pepsi commercial. He still made $30 million. So think how much.
Remember that phone commercial?
Bringing out one prior to today's premier artists, Drake, Nicki Minaj, Tyga. That all came from Lil Wayne.
He gets a percentage of their stuff as well.
Exactly, and he still was owed. So I guess it's just your situation.
But that's another thing. What I was telling you, hey, if I live in my mom's house and you literally, I'm doing nothing in my life. You know what I mean? I'm rapping, but. Yeah, I'm gonna take you out of the
50,000 sounds real nice,
what's 50,000 to someone who's negative in there?
Right, and a couple followers on Instagram.
50,000, I'm Birdman, yada yada. We got a whole tour bus, we got music, we got this. You got a studio time. You don't have to worry about. I'm gonna give you this little chain. Here's a little chain.
Give me the 50,000 right now. Let's go.
50,000. Let's go. You just signed right here. And remember that when he signed, I think it was like 14.
You can give me more later.
What was Lil Wayne? 14 when he joined the Hot Boys.
Yeah, 14, 13.
Yeah. Think about that. Really? 14, 13. You're on tour. You're messing with all these chicks. You're getting money. Like, bro,
you're not too worried about.
You're not worried about like, yo, I'm at a hotel. I sleep. He gives me cash. We go.
I'm eating.
He feeds me. Yeah, my mom has a house now. He put my mom in a better place. And
that's it.
I'm good. There's nothing I have to do.
All I gotta do is rap. Man.
Exactly. So that's like the predicament they're in. But